So today I finally did something that I was attempting to do and hoping would, be successful, and it was. And that is I actually recorded Zack Snyder's Justice League, which came onto HBO Max onto DVD, mostly onto a DVD minus R disc, courtesy of my DVD recorder and the HBO Max app on the Xfinity X1 streaming platform. Well, basically the X1 streaming platform slash cable box, because with any cable company nowadays, from Xfinity, Cox, Cablevision, Verizon, AT&T, Time Warner, you name it, a lot of them are going down that route to where they're combining both the cable services with streaming services and trying to basically make one utopia for the consumers. And that might be great and everything, but there's always a risk that you're taking when you do that. And that risk, especially when it comes to streaming platforms and the apps that come along with that, like HBOMax, Netflix, Paramount Plus, down the line for Xfinity, eventually Disney Plus and Discovery Plus, as well as others, the risk you take in doing this is you basically open the door for the consumer to utilize whatever recording device that they may have. Like, let's say if some of them have a Blu-ray recorder, because there were those out there, and some probably were very fortunate to get some, or some have a DVD recorder like I do, or whatever kind of device that's capable of recording off of a cable box connected to a television. All these companies did by going this route is open what's known as Pandora's box. Because by opening that, they've allowed a lot of people to utilize whatever recording mechanisms they have to take whatever physical media they have access to. And there are those that even still have VCRs that they record with, to record whatever they want off of these apps. And there's nothing really that any of these cable companies can do. Now, let's be honest. It is one thing a lot of companies, studios, promotions, sporting promotions, whatever the case may be, entertainment promotions. One of the things that they have been, cramping, what's that word I'm looking for? Buckling down on is the prevention of people recording some of the movies, some of their events, and all that onto physical media when it comes on, whether it's through pay-per-view or premium subscription like HBO, Showtime, Stars, Cinemax, you name it. They're cramping down on that because they don't want to deal with any kind of piracy or people making money off something that, honestly, they don't really own, even though they've recorded it, and thus they own a recorded copy of it, in their hands. So a lot of, like I said, studios, entertainment promotions, companies have been cramping down, cramping down, buckling down on, making sure that protection is put onto a lot of these movies and shows and entertainment events and all that, that'll prevent, people from recording them onto physical disc. I should know because over the past several months, I've ordered not one but two AEW pay-per-views, Full Gear and Revolution. And in the past, I was able to record them onto physical media, but lately now they put in the copyright protection deal, and I can't do that. And I think that's all due to the fact that people will, record these events and distribute them online, or distribute certain matches online that were on the pay-per-view itself. So AEW, along with other companies' promotions, like I said, have been buckling down on protection, for a majority of the properties that they show on television, whether it's DVD, whether it's movies, concerts, events, you name it. But when it comes to third-party apps, that's an entirely different story, because of the fact that basically, when they make the deals with them to either make them, a part of the cable services to where everything gets charged onto one bill, or there's still a separate fee. Basically, long story short, the cable company really doesn't hold any responsibility no matter what the deal is. Because, what I've noticed is anytime you enter a streaming site, it says you're entering a third-party app. In other words, they're saying, hey, we hold no responsibility. This ain't our property. This is somebody else's. So yeah, if I'm the cable companies and if I'm the studios that are in charge of these streaming apps like Viacom, Warner Brothers, and all them, then basically what I do is I contact the cable companies and I work something out to where they could put some kind of protection onto these services so that nobody goes that route of using a recording device to record stuff onto physical media of any kind, because that's not that's not the purpose of the streaming app being on the cable services, new streaming platform, a hybrid streaming platform, cable platform, is about. So yeah, if I'm HBO Max, or not HBO, if I'm all these studios, and I'm all these cable companies that are going this route, I do something, work together to put some kind of protection, because you know what? I don't think anybody minds going this route if they have to get something like Justice League, just in case, let's say, HBO Max decides, hey, we're gonna take it off and put it back at a later date, or whenever we feel like it. Because there are some titles they are taking off that people like and they don't want to see leave. So, what are your guys' thoughts are? What are your thoughts so far on that? Do you think, it's on? Do you think it's on the? Do you think it's the fault of both sides, both the companies behind the apps, or the cable services, or do you think the other one is at fault more so than the other? Let me know in the comment section below and in the live chat. I'll talk to you all later. Get vaccinated. Take care. And I am out. But again, let me know what your thoughts are. Peace out. Take care. God bless.